everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Nina and this is going to be your May prediction reading. We are looking at what's happening for you in the month overall. What can you expect? What's the advice, the guidance, anything that wants to come through. This time around I am planning to do a more elaborate Lenormand spread, a 2x3. So I hope that goes well. Let's see. In terms of astrological update, you might already know that we are in eclipse season and we are expecting a powerful total lunar eclipse, a blood moon lunar eclipse on the 15th or the 16th of this month, depending on where you live. So that is really powerful, and you might already be feeling this energy. Eclipses are harbingers of change, and they can really propel us forward in our life in some direction. And this is happening in the sign of Scorpio, so it can bring about this energy of death and rebirth. Okay. The other more I would say positive astrological event is that Jupiter is moving into the sign of Aries, and this is happening after 12 years. So this is a big movement. And Jupiter being the magnifier in Aries, it helps us really initiate new beginnings in our life. It gives us the drive, the life force to take action, and it speeds things up. So that is a really good energy for new beginnings in our life. So let's get started with the readings. We have 3 piles as usual. If you haven't chosen yet, you can pause the video here and select. We have the shell, we have this little bag, okay, and we have this feather. So pick the pile you're drawn to. I'll see you in your timestamps. Hi group 1, for those of you drawn to this shell, firstly I'm going to do the Lenormand 2x3 spread and then we'll get started. I have already shuffled the cards. I'm just giving it a quick shuffle again, and then we will cut the deck. I think we're ready. Okay. The key at the bottom of the deck. Now, this seems like a really positive line in terms of your relationships. Okay, the relationship angle is coming through really strongly because of the ring, the man and the moon. Okay, they all have to do with commitment, and the tree to some extent also has to do with family and our roots. Okay, so along with the house, this may be playing out in a close-knit circle. Okay, so let's just break this down. We have the ring, the tree and the man. The ring and the man and the tree, this is to me talking about a commitment to a specific person who is a man. You may be already committed to this person. This could be a personal relationship, or it could be a family relationship, or it could be, you know, like an intimate connection. It could also be a commitment at work. Okay, though I'm not really seeing that angle here, I'm seeing more of a personal connection here. Okay, and with the tree there, this is a stable connection. It's growing, you know, the roots are sort of deepening, and so the connection is also evolving, it's growing, and it's taking on a more stable stance. Okay, now beneath the ring we have the house. So let's take a look at this line here. We have the house, the clouds and the moon. The clouds is a psychological card. It has to do with our thoughts, with sometimes overthinking. It can bring about this element of anxiety. So there may be a few worries connected to your home situation, to also perhaps, you know, the stability or it could also have to do with the health. Okay, the tree also has to do with health. But the moon there, especially towards the end, bodes really well because it tells me that things will soften and there is hope, and the moon is like a healing card in Lenormand. Okay, so if there are any challenges at home, I feel like you will be able to overcome them because the moon is sort of softening the energy of the clouds. Okay, even generally the clouds is not like really challenging, but it feels like the focus for you and me is going to be on stability, on home, on feeling comfortable, on staying committed or growing your commitment, especially to a man. Okay, if this is not someone in your life, this could be you as well. You becoming more committed to yourself, to your goals, to what you want to build, to stability in your life. Okay, but for many of you this is an external connection. And I also like seeing the key at the bottom of the deck because the key overall is a really positive card to get. It talks about solutions. So if you are worried about something, maybe indecisive, or there are a few concerns maybe connected to a relationship, a few speed bumps, you will be able to overcome them with the key and also the moon here. Okay, so let's just see a few more combinations. We have the ring, the clouds, and the man. So this is clearly a relationship which may be going through a phase in which there is maybe miscommunication, some confusion, or some anxiety. Okay, but with the other cards there, it feels like you will be able to overcome them. The house, the tree, and the moon. The moon is a card in this context about feelings, about emotions. Okay, and it has also a spiritual angle to it, and so does the tree. So it feels like there is some spiritual growth in your case, I feel, happening due to these maybe these challenges that come up in your relationships. And with the house and the tree there though, I feel like you will be able to withstand any sort of phase, like I said, of confusion or misunderstandings. Okay, because it's a steady and stable and rooted connection. Okay, let's look at some other combinations. We have the ring and house. This is clearly a relationship that is very close knit. Okay, for most of you it is personal relationships, so that is what you're committed to in the month of May. The tree and the clouds, like I said, has to do with perhaps health concerns. Okay, so that is like being forewarned here, because often the tree comes up for me when I face some health issues. Okay, so just be a little careful because it's coming next to a sort of challenging card. Okay, and the other thing could be in terms of family environment in general. There could be a little bit of tension there. Okay, we have the man and the moon. This is a connection which is very deep. Okay, there are lots of feelings, underlying feelings. So if you have any doubts about that, I feel like that's going to be cleared in the month of May. All right, so that's your Lenormand reading. Let's move on to your tarot and oracle cards. I think you got a fair idea of what that could bring about. Okay, we have the 9 of Cups. Nice. The Queen of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Okay, I want to get a clarifier for actually all of these cards. Let's get a clarifier for each of them. I'll use the Light Seers deck. It feels to me like you're seeing some something really clearly, something that was maybe hidden from you, and you're probably making some sort of a decision based on that. Yeah, it's upside down. What is this Nine of Cups for Spirit? Judgment. The Queen of Swords. Please clarify the Queen of Chariot. Ace of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. So what's interesting is that now you have a couple of major arcana cards here. Overall, I feel like this is a month of direction is what I'm getting. Okay, very clearly that's coming through. With the Nine of Cups and Judgment, this to me is you feeling, firstly the Nine of Cups is a card of contentment, feeling really happy, having your desires fulfilled and knowing what you want more than anything else. And with Judgment there, I feel like this has a connection to the past in some way. Judgment is the past, present, future kind of converging and having an impact on what's to come. Okay, it feels like there are two things here. One is that you finally know exactly what you want to do in terms of direction, because Judgment also has to do with your life purpose, you releasing yourself from limitations and finally really going after what you want. Okay, and that sense of liberation that comes with cutting off all of those cords that limit us. Okay, and it feels like you're in a very good space, especially in terms of your purpose, what you want, what you desire in life. Okay, and I'm also saying that because we have the Queen of Swords and the Chariot, this to me speaks of direction. You knowing what you want, not settling for anything less than. You're very clear. The Queen of Swords is super clear about what she wants, and she sees through any sort of drama, she sees through any sort of charade. Okay, and she's very clear about her direction, her vision in life. Okay, and with the Chariot there is a bit of indecisiveness. So where you have been maybe a little bit wobbly, not knowing, not having a clear sense of direction, now you have it. Now you know how to make something happen, or if you've been unclear about what you want, you're very clear about that. Okay, and it feels like there is a sense of drive that comes through with that. Okay, the Chariot sort of controls the Chariot, and it's a very mental sort of determination. Okay, knowing that there may be some pitfalls, there are shadows, but you're focusing on the light. Okay, and carrying on despite any sort of obstacles, any sort of challenges. So it's a victory and success card, and you're overcoming a lot of your battles with your mind, I feel. So you're very strong mentally, very determined. Okay, so kudos to you for that. We have the Seven of Swords clarified by the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Now what's interesting here is the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles are the bookends of your reading, and two nines to me always speak about empowerment, self-empowerment, and individual focus. Focus on your personal life, your personal path, not being swayed by anything. Okay, and also taking some time to enjoy your own company, enjoy the things that you love, enjoy the luxuries that you have earned because of your hard work, and enjoying doing the things that you really love, whether that's eating pie or watching Netflix or whatever it is that you enjoy doing. Okay, you may even want to sort of get away, is what I'm getting, escape for a bit, and focus on something that you love. The other thing that I'm getting here is, with the Ace of Cups clarifying the Seven of Swords, for some of you, it is quite possible that we saw with the Lenormand reading that there was a strong relationship element. For some of you, you could be getting into like a clandestine or secret affair, or you may be sort of keeping it under wraps for now, okay? Not letting anyone know about it. And it could be that because it's in the initial stages, nobody knows that you're seeing this person, okay? It's as simple as that. For others of you, I feel like there is this urge for escapism is what I'm getting, okay? Wanting to get away, focusing on healing, on yourself, on enjoying something by yourself, focusing on your goals, okay? For some of you, this could, I'm not getting like a shady sort of energy with this, okay, with the Seven of Swords. I feel like it's more like, especially if you're an empath, you're really focused most of the time on other people, how they're feeling, making sure they're very comfortable and all of that. We tend to like prioritize other people over us. So sometimes we we feel sort of guilty for taking time out for ourselves. So don't feel guilty. That is what I feel the Seven of Swords is here, okay? Like you want to sort of tiptoe around, and because there's in this card there is this whole circus troupe in the background, and this person is sort of escaping from there, okay, apparently stealing these swords, but you could be stealing away your time, your energy, okay? And if that is required, if it's necessary for you to recuperate, to heal, to focus on yourself, to enjoy your own company, then why should you feel guilty for that, okay? It's almost like I said, in case of empaths, we we feel like we're doing something almost wrong, by prioritizing ourselves and our needs, okay? But in the month of May, I feel like you will get an opportunity to do that, and you might even travel, okay, for that reason. You might want to go on a solo trip or something like that could happen. But overall, this looks like a really good month in which you're very content. There's a lot of clarity about what you want. You're able to see through a lot of perhaps your own patterns, your own the way you get in your own way, okay? And you're able to see through it, you're able to overcome that, you're able to overcome any sort of indecisiveness that you've had in the recent past, and you're able to heal as well as enjoy your own company and what you've earned. And very good month for money, for at least one wish coming true, and individually standing on your own feet. Very independent sort of energy is what I'm getting. Let's see your oracle cards. And yeah, it could be a secret love affair, who knows. Time for a nap. Okay, number 24, we have storm warning. Number 10, communication is key, and we have perspective. So communication is key, Queen of Swords, and perspective. You're able to see things very clearly, I feel, okay? And this, I feel, is coming after a phase of a lot of confusion. And we did see the key at the bottom of your deck initially. That again stands for clarity, okay, solutions, and it's a mental energy again. So thoughts, ideas are really clear. And if you have been also, afraid of speaking out or making your voice heard or standing up for yourself in some way, I get the feeling that you'll be able to do this very diplomatically in the month of May, okay, without causing any ruckus or chaos, okay. And more importantly, you're gaining perspective on life as a whole, on what you want, on what you want to focus on. New moon in Gemini is great for new ideas, approaching something with a new perspective, with a new alternative way of doing things, okay. Gemini is amazing with ideas and alternatives. And the storm warning there could simply be, that the clouds that we saw in the Lenormand card, that may have something to do with, I'm getting like for some of you this is a specific message. It is quite possible that there's a bit of interruption on your path because of somebody maybe falling sick and needing to take a break, okay. Or maybe you go through a bit of a I don't know what to call it, like a health interruption, and so you need to take time out for yourself, okay. Give yourself some time to heal, all right. Don't feel guilty for it. You've earned it. And have enough self-respect to be able to prioritize your needs and yourself, okay. I do feel like you will prioritize yourself to a great deal, and that message of escapism or needing to take time out, taking time out to breathe, to heal, is really, really coming through, okay. Just don't let anyone guilt you out of it, all right. So those are your messages for the month of May. I hope this helps, and I hope it brought you some clarity, some insight. Interesting month. Let me know what you think about this reading, and I'm wishing you all the very best. Have a great month ahead. Bye-bye. Group 1, I cleared out your cards, but I just thought of one additional message. We saw the 9 of Cups and Judgment. This could literally be, in some cases, a legal judgment going in your favor, something that you've been waiting for, okay, or like a contract or some agreement that is favorable for you. You get favorable terms, okay. I just wanted to throw that in there, and yeah, thanks. Hi Group 2, for those of you who've chosen this little bag, let's take a look at your reading. I'm going to start firstly with the Lenormand spread, okay. I have already shuffled the cards, but I just want to give it a quick shuffle again. What does Group 2 need to know about the month of May? Okay, so we're ready. We have the Mountain, the Moon, the Cross, the Star, the Letter, Lily. Okay, these are pretty big cards. We have the Ring at the bottom of the deck, which has to do with commitment and relationships, or it could even be a phase sort of ending, okay. This is interesting. You've got some pretty big cards straight, like right off the bat. I feel like this has a long-term impact on your life, okay. In the month of May, there are some key decisions or key events taking place which will have an impact on your life for a long period of time. Now let's start with the lines. We have the Mountain, the Moon, and the Cross. The Moon and Cross are together like something that is meant to be, okay, and it has this element of destiny, okay, and so does the Star. And I feel like maybe the month starts off a bit slow for you, but what happens is that you start to gain perspective, you start to gain clarity, and there are some big decisions to make in the month of May. So this has a lot to do with some major direction in your life, okay, where you're heading. The mountain could also be a place abroad, okay, and or even online. If you have specifically some kind of work that you do online, it could be a spiritual work as well. I feel like with the moon there, you will gain recognition, you will be seen, okay, and it's a card of illumination as well. So it to me, this feels like you're getting clarity about the path forward more than anything else, okay. We have the star, the letter, and the lily. Now the star and the letter is clearly really good news coming your way. This may have something to do with your career, your long-term career, long-term purpose, okay. It's something that you've been hoping and wishing for. You've been desiring this change perhaps, okay, and it's perhaps coming after a long period of obstacles or delays, okay, and finally you receive that green light, or you receive that go ahead, or you receive the answers or the results that you've been waiting for, okay. And yeah, the lily has a lot to do with your career path in general, but it also has to do with your life path, okay, your lifestyle. So this has a big impact in your life is what I'm seeing, and this letter is key for you. So the other combinations here, we have the mountain, letter, and the cross. This again is, you needing to make a choice, a decision as a result of this information or this news or this this document or whatever that comes your way, or this email, all right. And this feels like a very destined thing. I know I'm repeating myself here, but that's what this cross has to do. The cross and mountain together can be a little bit challenging in that either the decision is really big, or it involves some kind of a sacrifice, you needing to leave something behind, or there is a big implication of it in maybe your relationships, okay. Either way, it's something that is really likely to change your course, okay, in life. You've got the stars, the moon, and the lily. This is an amazing combination for success, recognition, even fame for that matter. Overall, I feel that there is some important news or communication that comes your way, which may have a lot to do with your career path or life path in general, and it sort of changes your direction is what I'm getting, even though we don't have those cards here, because there is a big decision that you need to make as a result of that, okay. Let's see these combinations. You have the mountain and the star. This is sort of like healing or finding a way out of some situation that you were stuck in, okay. The mountain can be very stuck, so now you're moving on from that stuckness is what I'm getting, okay. And it could also be in case you have some business or work online, you could be getting a lot of recognition or standing out, in that line of work online, okay. That could be the case. The moon and the letter is again like an invitation or an offer coming your way, and it's a really positive one. It has big implications perhaps in your life, because the next cards are the lily and the cross. So this is again a very destined path, and overall I feel as a person as well, you are changing in the month of May, because you're overcoming a lot of perhaps your struggles, your inner struggles, and you're finding direction in life. And this particular information or news that comes your way also aids you in that in a big way, okay. Now that was interesting. Let's see your tarot cards, okay. Let's take a look at that. we have the Emperor, the Seven of Cups, and Death. Okay. Wow, pretty big cards. So the Emperor and Death, two major arcana, and we have a minor arcana in the middle. I just want to get some clarifiers for these, but again, it feels to me like you have some kind of a choice, some decision to make. And with Death, again, there it comes with, you needing to let go of or change something. Okay, I was sensing that even though none of those cards actually spoke about change per se, but that's what I was sensing, like your direction is changing, and there is some sort of sacrifice in the sense that you need to choose one over the other, or make one certain make a judgment call in a way. Okay, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. What's that for? Nine of Pentacles, Death, Ace of Cups. For a lot of you, I feel like you're going to change your career path. Okay, I'll just throw it out there. We have the Moon at the bottom of the deck. Again, the Moon talks about, in a way, it is following the direction of your heart. Okay, even though it brings up a lot of fears and inhibitions, the Moon throws very little light, very little illumination, so we don't really know. We find it confusing to walk in the night, in the dark, and yet we are following our heart, we are following our intuition when we do that. That's what I feel you're doing. Okay, and I did say you are going through a lot of change as a person. So you're changing as a person as well, where you have also been really confused about maybe, which talent do I explore, where do I invest my time and energy in. You're finding that direction, I feel, in the month of May. Okay, and it's a very transformative month in the sense that you're gaining a sense of clarity about the path forward, and more importantly, who you are and what you want to be. I feel this is a very deep sort of transformation that is taking place here, because we spoke about your life path in general and your sense of direction in life. Okay, who is so and so, Miss or Mr. XYZ, who are you? That sort of inquiry, you could say. Now, in a very practical sense, I do feel like this has a lot to do with your work, with what it is that you want to build your empire around. Okay, one particular specialization or one particular route that you want to follow. For some of you, you could initiate your own business. Okay, you want to maybe do something online, you want to do something that you're really, really passionate about. It could be actually these are both Scorpio cards, so it could be very how do I put this? It could be something that you're feeling the strong call to do, the strong pull towards. Okay, and it's happening because you are changing as a person, and you're taking ownership. You're becoming a leader, you could say, and taking charge of your life. Okay, for others of you, this could also be a job opportunity that comes your way. It may be from a place abroad, because we saw the mountain there, and it's like a wish fulfillment, something that really changes your course, okay, in life. Obviously, if you're doing something like that, it's a very big move to make, and it could bring about a bit of confusion. Maybe you're not too sure. Whatever it is, I feel like you will gain perspective and come out of it having a firm footing is what I feel. With the Nine of Pentacles there and the Seven of Cups, again, this has to do with your personal power, your financial and emotional and all kinds of independence, I feel. Okay, standing on your own 2 feet. So this has a lot to do with you gaining clarity about your direction in life. How do you want to what do you want to represent? Who do you want to be? How do you want to build your empire? How do you want to become independent? Okay, so this is something that's going to really help you, I feel, financially. Now, with Death and the Ace of Cups, I really like seeing this combination because there are 2 things here. One is that I'm hearing you're choosing yourself, okay? Because death is also, in a way, a choice. You needing to let go of something that is old, that is comfortable, into becoming something new or choosing something new. And in your case, I feel like this is a difficult decision because you're choosing yourself over some sort of other responsibility or big, something to do with your past in which you may have had a lot of attachment. Okay, and now in the month of May, I feel like you're choosing yourself. Okay, and that may sound a bit selfish to you, but it's not. Okay, absolutely not. So it's time that you sit in the driver's seat, you take charge of your life, and you choose that direction that you want to go in. And this is going to come to you in the wake of some opportunities that come your way, which will really help you sort of take those first steps, okay, towards this new direction. And the Ace of Cups also is possibly a love offer that comes your way, and that changes things for you. Okay, it could be, for instance, you falling in love with somebody who is maybe miles away from you, and things start to get serious, and now you have to decide, what do you do, because you're getting serious with each other. How do you want to see your life shape up in the future? Those are the kind of big decisions that you might be making. Okay, I'm just giving an example that involves some kind of sacrifices, is what I feel. Okay, so this is looking like a month in which you are really blossoming into your own person, I would say. Let's see your other cards. We'll get more messages. Rest. Okay. Chaos and conflict. Number 33. Angel of balance. Number 48. And we have a fiery climax approaches. For some of you, okay, it is quite possible that you choose to part ways with a person in your life who may have been a bit overbearing. We have the Aries card here, full moon in Aries, and the Emperor is also in Aries energy, and we have death following that card. So it could be that you are choosing to be single again, you're choosing to prioritize yourself, and there is a phase of confusion there, maybe feeling a bit disillusioned, feeling like I don't really know what to do in this situation with this person, but you finally deciding to maybe release yourself from that connection. That is quite possible. Okay, because we are seeing some cards which do talk about that. But this Ace of Cups to me feels like you healing from something and really focusing on yourself, filling your own cup. The Death card brings with it a lot of changes, a lot of inner changes, inner turmoil. It's not an easy thing to go through transformation. We just throw it out there as a word, but when you feel it, you know that it's a very big deal. And because you're changing as a person, everything around you changes, your priorities change. That is, I feel, a lot of that chaos and conflict energy there. Okay, and ultimately I feel like you will reach a place of balance and healing, and you'll be able to rest and really, I'm feeling more like a hermit sort of energy here. Okay, with the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, this is going back to the hermit energy. A lot of introspection about what you want to prioritize in life, where do you see yourself, those kind of questions. Do you want to be here or not? Do you want to stay with this person or not? Those kind of questions and decisions could come up. But overall, I feel like in terms of personal power, this is a really good month for you, in which you will feel really strong within. Okay, you know what you want. Eventually you will know what you want, and there are opportunities coming your way which can really take you forward in terms of career success and prosperity and financial independence. Okay, so those are your messages, group number 2. Take time to heal, to recover. Just yeah, I think that that's a big message for you, to prioritize yourself and enjoy your own company. Okay, and use that time to get more clarity about your way forward, is what I feel. Let's see if there are any other messages. Mostly I feel like this is focused on your career path, your life path, and your personal transformation. Okay, all right, so those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Have a lovely month ahead, and let me know in the comment section how you like this reading. I'll see you again later. Bye. Hi group 3, for those of you who've chosen this feather, let's take a look at your reading. So I'm going to start firstly with the Lenormand spread. I have already shuffled the cards, but I'll just give it a quick shuffle again. What does group number 3 need to know about their month about their life in May? What does this month have in store for you? Let's see. Okay. We have the ring, the coffin, the scythe. Okay. The clover, the key, and the bouquet. The fox at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Right off the bat, there is a separation. Okay. That's a very, very obvious message here. In fact, the coffin and the scythe is a bit of a threatening combination, in the sense that it can sometimes literally mean a sudden sort of illness or death. Okay, I'm just throwing it out there because it's my job to do that, but yeah, take it only if it resonates. The ring has to do with a connection with a relationship or a commitment. Okay, so it doesn't have to literally be a person. It can be that this separation is happening from any sort of commitment in your life, but there's a very clear message of a separation. What's interesting is that the bottom line is the complete opposite of the top line. Okay, the bottom line is extremely positive. The top line is challenging. But the overall sense that I'm getting here is that this is a separation that has been a long time coming, or even though it may be happening a bit suddenly, it's something that is going to help you in a way, or it's going to, in the long run, it's good for you, that kind of a thing. And it doesn't seem to be something that you can't overcome or deal with On the contrary, it may be like a blessing in disguise. Okay, so it could be that you find out, for instance, that someone's been very deceptive, that you can't trust their intentions, you can't trust them. Maybe they're going behind your back or whatever, they're cheating, lying, or stealing, or whatever, and you decide to just, like cut off ties with this person, and that's it, I'm done, that sort of a thing. Okay, it could be as simple as that, but that is what I'm getting most strongly for you. Now, the bottom line, we have the clover, the key, and the bouquet. What can I say? These are three of the most positive, amazing cards to get in Lenormand. This is talking about overall success, prosperity, amazing luck. These are both cards for luck. This is like a smaller version of the luck. This is a big luck or gift. And it could be that, something comes out of the blue, because this key and clover and the bouquet, this seems like a serendipitous thing, like something just happens out of the blue. It comes into your life out of the blue, maybe an opportunity or some idea that you get, but for most of you, this is an external thing. Okay, could be an offer, an opportunity that comes your way, and it just changes your life completely. And it's something that you have been waiting for. It's something that you have been desiring as well. With the fox, it could also be a job, for instance. Okay, maybe you decide to quit one particular commitment or contract, and you're really happy that you're doing so because you have an amazing opportunity to look forward to. Okay, the ring and the clover is a really good combination for commitments. This is a lucky enterprise or a lucky commitment, something that would really help you. Okay, it's also a good and healthy routine. Okay, now with the coffin and key there, this is for me in a more subtle manner. This implies that you're getting ideas, you're getting enlightenment after a period of darkness, after a period of feeling stuck or where things were not moving. So this is like a green signal. Okay, and here we have the scythe and the bouquet. This could be a completely sudden, out of the blue opportunity or offer or gift that comes your way, and it makes you really, really happy. Okay, let's see the other combinations here. We have the key, the ring, the key, and the scythe. This again it does talk about separation, but it feels like you kind of know this. Okay, spiritually as well, this is a move that helps you, is what I'm getting. Okay, the clover, bouquet, and the clover, coffin, and bouquet. This is a combination which to me speaks of blessing in disguise. Okay, that something is coming to an end, but it's being compensated with something that is really, really good. So there is a temporary, like on the one hand you may be sort of losing something, but on the other hand you're gaining something much bigger, much better, is what I'm getting. Okay, what else? Which other combinations? I think that's about it. Overall, this feels like a blessing in disguise kind of a situation, or it could simply be that you decide to do something really creative of your own, and you decide to separate or part ways with a different commitment that you were involved in previously. The other thing here is in terms of a relationship, maybe you meet somebody serendipitously, or sometimes this happens like in our personal life, something a bit painful occurs, but it's compensated for really beautifully and successfully in some other area of our life. Okay, so that could be the case with you. Okay, I know it's a bit bittersweet, but that is what your reading is talking about, bittersweet endings. Okay, Let's see your other cards. So let's see your tarot cards firstly. The Magician, the Four of Swords, and the World. Okay. So what's interesting is you have the Magician, which is the number 1 card, and the World card, both major arcana, which is the last card of the Fool's Journey. In between there's a pause. So you are going to start something new, okay? I feel that you're going to be really creative as well. The clover and key and bouquet is amazing creativity, like top of the chart creativity, in which you get amazing ideas. You get a lot of downloads about what to do, how to utilize your skills, your resources in the best way possible. And also a manifestation of your dreams, hopes, desires. And definitely there is luck favoring you. So I feel like, you're really working with sort of the law of attraction. You're in the flow. You're getting what you want. But it involves closing out some old chapters or old cycles. Something is definitely coming to, I would say, a successful completion, even though it may feel a bit out of the blue. But it is coming to a conclusion, like it has served its purpose, that sort of thing. You've gained the wisdom that you needed to through that experience. You're a lot wiser now. You're ready for a new start, a new beginning. And you're also ready for more success is what I'm hearing. Okay, let's get some clarifiers for this. The Magician. Please clarify the Magician. The Four of Cups. Oops. Nine of Pentacles. Oh, this card has been coming up a lot. I think it's come up in all the three readings. And let's get one more. Three of Cups. Again, an emphasis on relationships, commitments, an environment, a circle. You're going on a new adventure, okay? Group number 3. Yeah, speaking of adventure, we have the 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You're making shit happen. Excuse my language. I feel that things are really picking up for you, but the middle of the month I feel is more contemplative. That's when these changes occur, is what I'm getting, okay? So overall, I feel like what you're doing in the month of May is you're utilizing your skills, your talents, your abilities, your resources in the best way possible, and you're giving it a lot of thought. You're contemplating and also taking a break, to allow for newer ideas to come to you, because there is a sense of dissatisfaction that you're coming from, okay? So that may be what you wanted to end. So it's not coming as a big surprise, I feel, okay? For instance, if you are quitting your job and you want to start your own business, then that is what you're going to do, okay? But it's only towards the end of the month, I feel, where things will really pick up pace for you. You're spending most of the month contemplating, prioritizing, getting used to the changes, okay, and giving it serious consideration, whatever it is that this idea is, okay. It has a direct impact on your financial stability, but overall I feel like you're doing really well when it comes to money, when it comes to abundance, financial independence. So you can afford to sort of take this break if you're taking a break, if you're maybe deciding to quit. and you've put down your papers, for instance, then you are giving yourself some time to to just relax and prepare yourself for the next part of the journey, for the next phase, and that is what's coming up then. Also with the World and the Three of Cups, I feel like this feels like a very networking thing. Okay, you may be meeting a lot of people from different backgrounds, or you're gaining success maybe online through some sort of this is screaming to me of like social media, the World Wide Web, okay, and networks online. Okay, so you may be doing something very creative online, or you may be thinking about doing that, and you're very, very determined to make this successful. And what you're doing is you're applying your knowledge, the wisdom that you've acquired over the previous phase into this new entrepreneurial perhaps journey. Okay, could be entrepreneurial, but not necessarily. So I do feel like for many of you it is. Okay, and the other thing that I'm getting here is that in terms of relationships, maybe you were quite dissatisfied and you're now taking action and listening to your intuition, and you're deciding to perhaps take a break from that, focus on yourself, your goals, your ambitions in life, or just generally your own self, your own needs and desires. Okay, enjoying your own company. This has been coming up for almost all the readings, I feel. So we're taking a lot of time to really think about ourselves and prioritize ourselves, I feel, in May. And it doesn't surprise me because I did speak about Jupiter in Aries. Aries is the first house, very focused on self, okay, on your own path in life. So I feel like that is what you're driven by. You're very motivated, at least towards the end of the month, okay. This is more of like mental work, preparing yourself mentally for the changes, and that is half the battle won. You're getting into the right frame of mind. The mindset is correct for success, for abundance, for prosperity. Okay. We have tact. I speak and act with care, remembering that impulsive words or harsh tone can sometimes hurt others. Okay, that could be also the scythe, alright, that we saw in your Lenormand reading. So you need to perhaps be a bit more diplomatic, alright. We have 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron, yeah. Go the distance, number 47. And we have conclusions are within reach, full moon, eclipse. Isn't that amazing? You get this card, the eclipse card, and I spoke about the eclipse in the intro. So there are definitely some things that are being eclipsed out of your life in the month of May. But even if this is, let's say, a friend circle, people that you no longer vibe with, I feel like it will be replaced by the right kind of people, the right network of people, and you might want to really take off, I feel. For some of you, you might really want to travel, go the distance. I'm feeling this sense of adventure, at least towards the end of the month. Strong drive, okay, to go somewhere, to do something, very, very motivated, and maybe even just to have fun, okay. You want to perhaps travel and you have the resources for it. Strongly coming through. You might want to just take off and enjoy with your friends, or just by yourself. That's what I'm getting here. And also with the 4 of Swords, it implies that you're healing, you're gaining perspective about your next steps forward, and how do you go about things, what action do you take next. So allow yourself that time, because there is definitely something that you want to create, you want to bring to life, but you may not be like fully maybe physically present, okay. that's the best time for you to do like the mental part of the manifestation. Okay, getting in the right state of consciousness, mindset for the way forward, and that's what you're focusing on here. That is your vision for life. The sixth chakra is your third eye. So what do you see mentally for yourself? How do you envision yourself? That's a lot of what you're doing here. Also, what do you want to create for yourself? What would bring about this strong sense of financial independence, and you feeling like you're, you know, standing on your own 2 feet, and you're not reliant on anyone, and you can do your own thing. You can enjoy your time out if you want to. All of those things. So this abundance mindset as well is something that you may be working on. And with the go the distance, I feel like this is quite literal for many of you. You want to sort of travel. But the other thing is, you know, with that, you're getting perspective on what do you want to do long term. Okay, what do you want this new commitment to be? Because there's one commitment that you're ending, but you want to focus on the new commitment. And there is perhaps some sort of good news or some celebration that comes about towards the, I would say, the latter half of the month. That's when you're able to really tie up loose ends and maybe quit your job, or, you know, do whatever it is that you want to do in terms of ending that old phase or that old cycle, and you're ready to jump on to the next train. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, just keep this in mind in terms of relationships, to not be impulsive, because the Knight of Wands can be quite impulsive, and the Scythe also is a very impulsive energy. It can really break connections and relationships. Okay, all right, those are your messages, group number 3. I hope this helps, and I hope it brought you some insight. This looks like a really empowering and positive month for you. I'm wishing you all the best. Do take care of yourself, and I'll see you again later. Bye bye.